Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Kocher. Let's talk about the New Hampshire workforce for a few minutes. A big difference in participation rates of men and women in the labor force by age groups, and a big difference in their pay. Here are the participation rates of men and women. Men, the green bars; women, the blue bars. Ages 25 to 34 on the left, ages 35 to 44 in the middle, and ages 45 to 54 on the right. Men had median earnings of $75,397. Women had median earnings of $61,442. So women earned 81% of what men earned. Not a new revelation. And the gender pay gap is reportedly wider for people of color across all racial and ethnic groups. Now, health diagnosing and treatment. These are the large ones. These are the large pay gaps. Look at the numbers. Personal care and service. You can see the numbers and the pay gaps between men and women. Computer and mathematical, 112, 669, 86649 for women. Nationally in 2025, the largest gender pay gap was among legal occupations, according to USA Facts. Workers in caregiving occupations, median hourly wages in New Hampshire 2024. Early care and education workers, you can see the number. Home health and personal care aides, you can see the number. Nursing assistants, all of those are below the statewide median number of 25-29. After saying all that, here's the law. Equal pay and the law. It is illegal in New Hampshire under both state and federal law to pay employees different wages for the same work based solely on sex. Applicable law RSA 275:37. With me to walk through this is the person who did the research on those numbers, Jessica Williams, Senior Policy Analyst at the New Hampshire Fiscal Policy Institute. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me on.
In doing that research, what did you come across anything that explains the persistence of this gap between men and women for equal pay? What did you come across? I mean, this thing has lasted for over 50 years. The National Equal Pay Act more than 50 years ago is clear. New Hampshire law is clear, but the gap could persist.
Absolutely. So there's likely various factors playing a role in these pay gaps. One is occupational differences. We know that women are more likely to be engaged in paid caregiving roles, such as, personal care, child care occupations. We saw a significant portion of that in 2025. We also see a difference in career interruptions. Women may be more likely to leave the workforce to care for children or older adult family members, which could place a gap in those pays over time. We also see some barriers to career advancement in particular. So while men may earn the same for certain roles, men may be more likely to hold those higher paying leadership roles, particularly among certain occupations.
You monitor the New Hampshire legislature like a hawk, all of you at the Institute. Has there been any effort that you're aware of in the legislature in New Hampshire to deal with this issue?
So I'm not aware of any at the moment, but when we do consider policy solutions, important to consider why these pay gaps may exist. So opportunities for educational opportunities, training may help women advance in their careers, take on some of those higher paying roles, as well as investments in the child care sector, older adult care sector could help, make those options more affordable for families and to remain in the workforce.
One of the occupations on your list was healthcare, and it's one of the largest, if not the largest, occupation sector in New Hampshire. And you have a pay gap there of $90,000, if I've got that right. That's amazing.
Yes, yeah. So that is representing the healthcare sector as a whole. There are various healthcare occupations within that sector, but in 2024, women earned essentially half of what men earned in those sectors.
Now, here's a note for all of you that may be thinking about your pay gap. The New Hampshire Department of Labor indicates on its website that if you think your employer has violated the provisions of state law on different wages for the same work, that you are encouraged to contact them, the New Hampshire Department of Labor in Concord. And that is it. Jessica Williams, Senior Policy Analyst at the New Hampshire Fiscal Policy Institute. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
And if you missed this briefing on pay gaps, we can go to WMUR.com. where it will be posted all this week.